Hello and welcome to this audio edition of the Player Spotlight. I'm your host, Tyler Rowland. And before we get to the interview, please make sure to hit that subscribe button at the bottom right of your video screen. You'll get to hear inspiring stories from athletes across the country, and it'll also help expand the audience that our guests will have the opportunity to be promoted to. And we have a guest join us today that I'm excited to introduce. He averaged 14 points per game and 4.4 rebounds per game for Teays Valley Christian High School, the Lions, this season, an important part of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament State Championship team. And I'm proud to introduce to you Eli Pendleton. And Eli, it's good to see you here. And thank you, brother. And let's start out, first off, talk a little bit about yourself and your journey.
Well, a little bit about myself is I started playing basketball when I was at a very young age. I say about 5, and it all started on the west side for West Side League, and that's how I know a lot of my friends from there. We all grew up playing together, and we all just basketball just always been a part of my life and the way I live. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. And you play AAU as well. You play for the West Virginia Hustle. Talk about that some and what that journey has been like for you.
It's been a good journey. It's a good circuit, playing against good competition, and we're really in good eyes of coaches to get noticed to get to the next level.
Jumping back to the high school level, talk about your feelings this year when you won a state championship. I mean, something that very, very few get the opportunity to say.
Well, my feelings when I won it was just I was happy I could do it with my team, and especially my first year being there, winning my first ever state championship in high school. That was a great experience, and with my great teammates too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if I remember right, you had a stretch during the year. I mean, it was a challenging year for you. Of course, you guys play a tough schedule as always. I mean, finished 13-11, but you had a stretch where you lost several games in a row. What went through your mind after that, and what was it that led to you overcoming it and getting to the point that you did?
Well, it was just a point in my mind where I had to get the dog out of me and get the dog out of my teammates, and we just had to all come together. So we knew that the big goal was to win the state championship, so we all had to let the losses behind us and move forward.
Mm-hmm. And your coaching staff, you have Coach Shockey, Coach Armstrong, some of them. I mean, I know I'm forgetting one or two. You have a great staff out there. And talk about them and something maybe that you had the opportunity to learn from them while playing.
Well, Coach Shockey, Coach Arthur, and Coach, they're all just great coaches. They push me to get better, push the team. They're very positive, and I love playing with them, and I love them being our coach.
I understand, as you mentioned, and we talked a little bit about earlier today, dealing with a significant obstacle in your life. And I appreciate your willingness to share your story, Eli. And, of course, if you're still comfortable, could you tell us about just, that challenge that you overcome and essentially who you play for?
Yes, sir. My papa died, Jerry Daniels, long live Jerry Daniels. He died recently this year, and that just pushed me to do everything for him and all my other lost loved ones too, because I know they want me to be great and they want me to keep going. They would never want me to quit. So I just take that as no.
And talk about your faith in Christ and the importance of that and what it means to you as a player.
My faith in Christ is very important. I pray every day, pray before every game. I put God first. I do nothing without God. So God is very important. He's the first priority. And I just love God. And, yeah.
You're going to be a senior looking at it. Does your mindset change with you going into your senior season?
Yes, sir. It definitely changes because I know this is my last ride, and I have to go harder than ever to get noticed. I'll hopefully get an offer somewhere. And, I just want to make the most of it with my teammates.
We'll go 2 wraps here. What's something you feel like you've come a long way on this year in your game? And what's something that you're working to continue to develop?
Well, something I've definitely improved was my athleticism, being able to dunk. And something that I want to work on is I need to get my court vision better and my defense, working that a little bit, and I'll sharpen up.
Let's talk about some questions, Eli, to get to know you better. First off, who do you follow in the NBA?
My favorite players are Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine. I like Kyrie Irving, and definitely LeBron James.
Nice. And what are some of your hobbies when you do get a breather? I know you stay quite busy, but when you do get a breather, what's something you like to do?
Something I like to do, I like to cook. That could be surprising, but I really like to cook. I cook a lot with my mom. And, we just have fun in the kitchen.
That's so cool. Do you have like a favorite recipe?
I love to cook chicken Alfredo.
That's awesome, man. And what about your pregame ritual? Do you have like a particular ritual or music that you listen to?
So usually before the game, you got to stretch, and then I listen to music before the game. I listen to a lot of Gunna and Babyface Ray before the game.
What's something on the academic scale? I know that you're highly accomplished on that end as well. What's something there, maybe a club you're involved with or a subject that you like that you can mention?
My favorite subject would have to be, I like chemistry because I'm very interested in like learning about science and how all that stuff works.
Mm-hmm. And just for fun, if you were to decide a college major today, what would that be?
My college major, I really want to do physical therapy, and on the side, I want to get into real estate.
And Eli, what's a cool fact about yourself? Something not a lot of people know.
Well, something not a lot of people know about me is I like to fish, and I really like to fish because me and my stepdad, we would always go fishing back in the day. So yeah, I like to fish.
That's pretty awesome. And Eli, but we appreciate you coming on. And the last question, and one that we always ask, are there any shout outs that you'd like to give?
Yes, sir. I want to give shout out to my mom, my granny, all my family for real, and everybody that supports me.
Awesome. Well, Eli, we want to say thank you for coming on, and we want to say thank you for tuning in and listening to this audio edition of the Player Spotlight. Be sure to remember to hit that subscribe button. It's, again, going to really help our reach with promoting athletes. And we want to say thank you for tuning in and watching. God bless you, and we will see you soon. Good night, everybody.